Namaste. My name is Amna Begum Ansari, and I'm the columnist with ThePrint. And this week I have covered this series, Made in Heaven. So the main reason to write about the series was not to cover entire series, but the episode 6, the Warrior Princess, because as a Muslim woman, I have been very passionate to argue against patriarchy prevalent among the Muslim society. And this story exactly covers that. It talks about the polygamy and how Muslim women suffered under this unequal law where men are allowed to have more than two wives. So this much awaited show Made in Heaven was made by the Joya Akhtar and Rima Kakti, and you can watch it in on Prime, Amazon Prime. And let me tell you that this episode doesn't hold back. It dives deep in the complex web of relationship, and it challenged the status quo. So the central storyline of this episode revolved around Shehnaz, played by the Dia Mirza, and she is born to play this episode. The grace she has, the poise, and everything is perfect for her character. And her husband Wasim, played by the Parveen Dabas, and he is preparing for second marriage with Albanian women. So when the story starts, in starting, she tries to hold back and tries to not keep a brave face, but her strength is gradually getting faded away by the weight of humiliation and the change in her life. It's like her composure is a mask and it's slowly slipping away. So it reveals a intense emotion when she couldn't hold back for more, and she goes away and talk to her mother-in-law that it's not right, and her mother-in-law justifies it, saying that it's allowed, it's legal. So it just gives you the insight that you can't, when we talk about the Muslim women in India, you can't even say that it's wrong is a wrong, because it is justified by the Sharia, or the Muslim society start to downplay it by the number that not many men are practicing the polygamy. However, the women who are victim of such a situation have no legal mean to take a no legal mean to get justice. And then her mother-in-law just suggests her to get divorce if she doesn't want to bear this situation. And here comes the second tragedy, that she knows that if she would go for the divorce, she won't have her children with her, because in Islam the men are the guardian. In Sharia law, the men are the natural guardian of children. And I have written about it in detail in my previous article, that how unfair it is, because this entire arrangement many a time get misused by the men, where they don't even pay the meher and manipulate this law. So when somehow when men use Sharia for their advantage, the hypocritical society remains silent. But for women, they are very keen to impose this unequal law. And I mean, if they are so much, you can see that if they are so much into the Sharia law and want to follow it, why don't they even give the fair share of inheritance to the women, which is basically not equal to the men, but still women have a certain right on her property, inheritance property. But you would say that nobody is practicing that. Despite that, taking dowry is totally against the teaching of the Islam or Sharia. But in India, you would see that this is getting practiced by all Indian Muslims. So it's very visible that the Sharia, they will talk about the Sharia, they will say that's a divine law, which is not. It is man-made, but they would say they would practice it according to the male, according to the male entitlement. So I have covered this entire series and how it showcased the suffering of Indian Muslim women. Also, it's not, don't see and watch it just as a drama, because it's not, it's more than that. And we know such a incident in the past, like the story of plight of Shah Banu, where a 62-year-old woman was thrown away with her five children because man got married to a younger wife, a second wife, and when the first wife started asking for the maintenance, he just thrown her away. And when she went to the court, the uh, she won the case, but still, because of the new legislative, she couldn't get her she couldn't get the justice, because now Muslim personal law was validated by the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, which is, by the way, an NGO. So I have written in detail my review of the episode, also how, as an Indian Muslim, I see this entire episode. And I mean, for me, it's a I feel a very sense of relief that finally Muslim society is getting place in this criticism in this liberal world, because I have been very disappointed with the liberal world order intellectuals and artists, that they never care about the Muslim women. They do not do not acknowledge Muslim women or Muslim society when they talk about many societal issue, let it be feminist issue, patriarchy, or any, you name it. Somehow they will talk about all those values, but they will shy away when they have to apply the same values on Muslim world. So I mean, just I would say that I felt that relief that okay, now it has started, and now Muslim society is finding that space in this intellectual discussion, and it has arrived much late, much belatedly, and very minuscule manner, but it's undeniably a start. So that's what I want to tell. And please go watch please go watch the episode, and also read my article. Thank you.